Hello, welcome back to my workshop. Today I'm going to be working on this. So in a upcoming video I will be making a slitting saw arbor out of this, and for a whole variety of different reasons that's going to involve using a lathe steady. A fixed steady, also known to our American friends as a steady rest. Anyway, long story short, so that is a bit stiff, that really is. Here's the story. This one came with my Atlas, so it fits, and I've sort of used it. Problem is that it's missing a crucial bit. The idea is that you can wind these up and down, and that's great, and get a piece of whatever it is central in there. That's the plan. And then over here you do those up and that locks these in place. That's the idea. Firstly, those locks are missing. This is all covered in dirt, so we can clean a little bit out of that off, albeit you don't desperately need to see me doing that. I'll do that myself at another time. What I need to do is to get these out and check those threads. So that's what we are going to do now. Now the problem that we will have is that being a steady rest, these, let me just take that out and show you closely. See those? They are very flared. These are bronze. That one I've already got out and put back in. That one's slightly bent. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go and file that all the way round, then withdraw this, and we'll figure out what thread that is. I say we'll figure it out, I already know now. I'll come to how I arrived at it. So this is an Atlas 10 steady rest. I guess as it's American we could perhaps call it a steady rest, or in English it's a lathe steady. Sorry, not a lathe steady, a fixed steady. And it's American. Right, so what we'll do, the safe edge down there, is just file that all the way around to get rid of that massive burr on there. Get that nice and smooth. This is very awkward in a few spots. Hopefully that will enable us to get it out. Okay, that's getting stiff now as it's meeting a bit of resistance in there, so I'm just going to go and, rather than undo it just on this, I'm going to go and give it a couple of gentle taps. Till it stiffens up. just keep on winding it out with this, you'll just bend that over. I know that because I've already done that. It's going to get very difficult to get this, until we've got that out, it's going to be very difficult to get it. Right, there it is out. Crucially, it's reasonably straight. I'm going to take that out, past all the dirt that's in there. I can now give that a nice clean. Right, so that's clean. That will not fit back down that hole. Let me just give that a quick brush off. That will probably not fit straight back down that hole because it, oh no, it does. Okay, we're just going to go fill that slightly more. That's dragging on something, not sure what. I'll just get it nicely loosened off. Right, so we now come to what on earth is this? Now, that's American. I'm just going to grab my UNF and UNC tap and die sets. But it's American, and well, say it's American. It's an Atlas 10 made in Kalamazoo, Michigan in about 1946, so I think it's probably about as American as it's going to get. Looking at that hole, I'm just going to go and try and blast some of the guff out. It looks like it might be this, which is this is UNC. No, it isn't. It's UNF, 1/4 inch. But that starts to bind very quickly, and I've tried with an Allen key, and that doesn't help. So what I then tried was to get the quarter UNC tap and see if it's just dirt caught in that thread. So we can wind the quarter UNC tap in there a little bit. This is where you need to put your thinking cap on. It's also a problem with old equipment. As you run that in, that starts to run in. And there it starts feeling like I'm about to cut thread. Okay, not clear dirt. That's clearly wrong. But this particular Atlas is, what was it, 1946, so that is 76 years old. And it's been in this country for most of those 76 years. So I put my thinking cap on and thought, well, what's the closest thing, if it's not UNF, and I've also checked UNC, what's the closest thing to that? And would you believe it? Let me just wind that in with a, where did I put that? Hold on. Grab the correct size spanner. That is in fact obviously been tapped to M6. A little bit of dirt in the bottom of the thread, as you might expect. Is that through yet? Yeah, that's well through. Which is really, really odd, but it is what it is. Those threads nice and clear. And we're well in there. Right. So that was interesting. So that, though, is how I got those out. I'm going to do this one now, but I will put you on speed up because that's going to be quite dull watching me do the same thing again. Something to bear in mind is that where something should definitely be, if it was original, a particular thread, doesn't mean it still is. And that is, that one there is still stiff as you like. I'm going to get that one out of the way a bit. Ah, that's interesting. I pushed that out, so that there, which I will put back in, is clearly a piece that locks against the bronze. Oh, let me get that out a bit further. So I'll put that back in when I put it back together. Not sure where the others have gone. This piece of equipment has been so butchered over its life. It's untrue. Which is why this one is so stiff, and it shouldn't be. These should be able to be done up finger tight, but this one is a little bit bent. I'm putting a safety edge towards there. Right. Right, there we go, that's that out. Let me just go and See if there's one of those things in there. And there is. It means I probably lost the one that was in there, or have I? I think I have. Right, so we're now going to just clean out those threads. Clean out there. Let's just check that that will go in there. Oops. I'm doing is just clearing out all the threads. Right, so that one, I did run that all out, didn't I? Let me just do that again. No, we're just making sure that these will run on finger turning. That one isn't, so that's where my problem over there lies. Just run that all the way through. You can see where it's rubbing on there, where it's been bent. So we're just going to go and make that loose, because we don't want that tight in there. At least as far as it needs to go. That means well, that reaches the centre, and that slides nicely now. Right, so that one's done. Check the next one. That's the right one. I think that one. Right, that'll do. So let's put this back together. Oh, hold on, let me just check I've got that. All the guff cleared out of there. I might have just put some more back in there. And I have. So that's all the threads cleaned. The plungers go in and out reasonably well across their working area. So now I'm just going to put it back together. But it's important to make sure you can operate this thing with your fingers. Now this one's obviously a bit stiff at the bottom, or one part of this, so that's a problem, but I'm in over its working range. That's still too stiff. That's better. Right. Right, so I'm now just going to put those things in. I'm not going to put one in there because that's a very short thread. I'll go and see if I can locate the one for that. We'll just do that up, that should lock that. And it has. But I am going to come back and work on that one because that's a little bit too stiff still. It is, as I said, important to get these all nice and loose, because what you need to do is you feel up to a bar, and as soon as you feel it grabbing on there, you know it's right. If you're having to swing on it with a spanner just to get over that, so that's going to need knocking about a bit, but I'll get to that in a minute. I won't bore you with that. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Comments welcome.